It's Cassandra coming back again with another video. Today I just want to talk more about the faithful and the discreet slave. Yeah, I was coming back about it because I was just thinking how they didn't have no proof. Once again, they didn't have anything to show. You know, like Thomas said, even when Jesus was walking around, he was doing all kinds of miracles and everything according to the Bible. But he still wanted a little proof his own self. And so people will try to make you feel bad and try to make you shame because you want a little proof of what you saying. Like if you say you the one that's giving people the food at the proper time, then you should be able to show us something. Uh, they were not able to show us any kind of skills in handling racial discriminations and racial division. We could see that they didn't come up with no answers on handling all the problems of race relations. They only waited till the government made laws and everything to say that so-called blacks and whites, could get married. Then they'll go along with it then, but they didn't take the lead in making sure all these things were straightened out. They didn't have no special knowledge or nothing like that. They don't have no special air of love or nothing that they should be having because they supposed to be Christ's brothers. So I'm sure he left some kind of technique or something that they could use on people and give it to people, but they don't give you nothing like that. They don't do anything. Like I said, they don't have anything to show you in the Bible anything that's showing straight examples of things, but they just want you to listen to what they're saying. Like, say, for instance, cutting his beards off, men, telling men that they have to have their beards cut off. But at the same time, what scriptures in the Bible that show what men shave their beards? As a matter of fact, you'll see some cases where they'll be telling them not to cut their hair and stuff like that. Samson and Nazarenes and stuff like that. But they didn't have no scripture saying what people had to shave, no beards and nothing like that. They ain't have what Bartholomew or nobody went in and cut his beard off and they talked about it. I mean, it's no examples. They don't have no examples for all these little laws and regulations that they make. But they telling us that the light got brighter and that we have to listen to what they saying. But they don't have anything to, they don't take the lead in helping anything. I remember being in the congregations, traveling around how these congregations had tension, racial tensions in there. Where, one, the blacks, the so-called blacks, that word is not a good word, because it has the word lack in it. So, that's why I hesitate about using it. But, uh, they would sit on one side and the whites would sit on another side. And the black elders were seemingly kind of kissing up to the white elders, and it was like a normal thing. And yeah, we played like we were all right with each other and everything, but we shouldn't have had to do that, because if we were being taught our food coming down at the proper time, and these people had some kind of special love, it should have came on us too. We should have been able to feel that love. It should be if it's a congregation of Christ through the faithful slave, then we should be able to feel all that. But when I was in the congregation in Utah, it was a white elder giving a talk, and he said from the platform that he was talking about the communities and everything going down, and how people was having problems, and different people were having problems in the community. But he was like, but I can't believe us white people are being affected ourselves. And he said that's so good, like he didn't even know that he had insulted people. And it was the black lady, another black lady that was in the congregation. She and I went and talked to a elder about him, saying that he might have stumbled us a little bit. And they just told us that Jehovah's organization was perfect, but the people in it were not perfect. See, they just say that then because they can't handle nothing. But when it comes to disfellowshipping people and stuff like that, they handle that right there themselves. They won't let Jehovah read the hearts of other people and let him be the judge. Yeah. So they have what they want. They'll handle what they want to handle. But either way, I didn't feel no special extra love, with the racial between the races. I felt that we were just kind of tolerating people. We had the same kind of issues outside the congregations. Just kind of putting band-aids on different things. So if the faithful and discreet slave class was so much of Christ's brothers and everything, then I would expect another thing for some women to be inside of that up there now. Knowing that Christ, he hung around women. He always was in there talking to some women about something. So by now, the light should have got brighter about that. There ought to be some women, somewhere up there, anointed or something like that with the group. But we don't see none of that. All we did was just accept what they said. And it's just almost like it's just like somebody call you on the phone and ask you they telling you something and ask you your bank account and your social security number, and you just give it to them. You didn't you don't have no proof of who you talking to or nothing. But you just give them all your information and everything, and then then they have it. That's the same thing with the trust and stuff that we gave to the so-called slave. We just gave them the trust. They didn't prove anything to nobody. So yeah, you have to question that kind of stuff. And yes, they should have been equipped enough to give us something to prove to who they were. Show your ID. How did we know who you are? Show something. You're going to have to show that you can give some prophecies or some love or something. You're just not going to tell us that you're the faithful slave that's responsible for feeding us. And we just go in a gate and let you lock us up in it, and we just wait for you to give us the food at the proper time. And we're supposed to trust you to do that. Not I. I hope nobody else is doing that either. And the ones that's doing it, they need to wake up, because they just like caged lions waiting for somebody else to bring food. And if they bring it, that's good. But the lion would rather go out and be in a position to get his own food. And so that's how I feel about it. I can get my own spiritual food. Let me out, and that's what happened. When they let me out, then I was able to feel the love that I supposed to feel. The peace, I was able to feel that. Now it's still I'm still working on some anger issues and stuff like that, but I didn't even know that they were still buried like that. So I have to deal with it. But it's fine. It's better than just putting on a fake smile and acting like you okay just because some people told you that's what you had to do. They told you to put on a certain attire and keep a book full of their publications, book bag full of their publications, and knock on the doors and act like that, you're doing something special and big. Act like you telling preaching the word about Jesus when people already, they already got the word of Jesus. But now what you can do is show the love of Jesus. But I think they got a little problem of doing that. Their number one shunning policy proves that. Their number one covering up the activities of child molestations is proving that. The blood thing is the blood policy have proved that. Walking out of people's funerals and the way they do that. Can't go to nobody wedding that's held in a church. That kind of stuff. Is that love? Telling people they can't celebrate their birthdays and stuff like that. You know, where in the Bible did they tell somebody that they couldn't celebrate their birthdays? Where did it say that Judas Iscariot he didn't celebrate his birthday? He decided not to celebrate his birthday because what happened to John? I mean, what who making up all this stuff? So until they can prove something, I don't care if it's them or whoever. If you can't show no proof or nothing, you know, I'm just not gonna follow you like you know what you're talking about. I'm definitely not gonna wait for you to give me my food at the proper time. That's a starvation waiting to happen. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all having a great day. Thanks for watching.